Great, so thank you everyone for coming. Welcome to the Geek.Zone Annual General Meeting for 2020. So the agenda for today, as always, we're going to try and keep it nice and brief so that we can move on to the birthday party and cake if you've bought your own cake on this occasion, unfortunately, but we can move on to party games and that sort of stuff. So the agenda for this year is attendees and apologies for absence, meeting minutes from the previous AGM, chair's report, followed by the secretary's report, followed by the treasurer's report, followed by the regent's report. Then all the officers step down, and the returning officer, Mr. Scott, James Scott, reads out the election results, and then we have any other business, and then it will be time for cake. So let's begin. Can I ask if everyone could in turn say your name slowly so that Hannah can note down the attendance, please?
Probably in the order. Yeah, I was going to say probably in the order that our names are listed in Discord.
Okay. Andrew Goulding.
Thank you, Andrew.
Carwyn Nelson.
Thank you.
The next one is in meeting, doing something at the moment.
Okay, I'll write down the name that I can see then.
James Scott is here.
Thank you. Next. Oh yeah, James Geddes, lovely.
Oh, I can't see that. Yes, I'm James Geddes.
Lovely.
Is it worth calling a register instead, Hannah?
I'm just looking now, James Webb, thank you.
And Matthew Waddling, of course, as well.
Yeah, that's it.
Fab, thank you everyone. Minutes of the previous AGM. So these are available at geek.zone/AGM19. Has everyone seen them, and has everyone got any questions, or anyone got any questions?
I have seen them. I checked them up the other day, but I don't have any questions personally.
So, is everyone in favour of accepting these minutes for the last AGM?
Yeah, I am.
Great, so those minutes are accepted. Fab. Next, it's our chair's report from Muggins. Cool. So I'll try and keep it brief, but I've written a couple of paragraphs. So let's get the obvious out of the way. 2020 has been a bit of a pants year for everyone. For Geek.Zone, this has meant that we were not able to progress our plans for Geek.Zone 01, which kind of sucks, to be frank. To look at the bright side of that same coin, though, if we had have been able to open Geek.Zone 01 sooner, we would have had to, or would likely have had to pay the rent on it at a time when, understandably, no one would have wanted to contribute to it. So the delay has reminded us what we need to see in any future tenancy contract. One of the most important features being payment holidays, for example. The pandemic has also had some other silver linings for us. For example, we were able to build a software development team that stretches the length and breadth of Britain. Together we are building a membership management system that will replace Member Mojo in early 2021. Something that we would probably not have been able to do otherwise. You will be glad to hear that this will allow you to pay for membership and donations by direct debit. So it will be a case of you'll be able to set it and forget it, as they say. It will also help us in our efforts to build Geek.Zone 01, as we will be able to integrate useful things like opening the doors, which is not possible with Member Mojo. Another silver lining has been our ability to stay in touch with each other. Thanks to Discord, we have been able to continue our regular pint night on Fridays from 7 p.m. While this is clearly not the same as a physical pub, we have been able to bring members together from all 3 Geek Zone districts, which has been fantastic. And we'll absolutely be continuing this as at least one online only event every week after the pandemic has long been a distant memory, because I think it's been fantastic having everyone together. Also, like I was saying a minute ago, Among Us is pretty fun. So all that remains to say is thank you all for supporting your Geek Zone throughout this difficult time, and here's to a much better 2021. So thank you for that. So I'd like to hand over now to our secretary for the secretary's report, Hannah.
Hello. So I'm just going to go through a few boring things just about meetings and stuff. So this year we have held regular meetings, which we use Trello for. So we've held one, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 10 in total. So yes, let me quickly just write that bit down. 10 meetings in total. And all trustees were able to join at that time, from my rough notes. I have been it's been reported to me that there are a few members online who would like to continue doing some online events. So when lockdown does finish, whenever that might be, then we can still keep doing some online stuff on a regular basis, and I think that'd be a grand idea. In regards to going back to these meetings, though, we always have them on Trello, so that there's always a public way to be able to view the minutes and attendees and apologies and the updates from the Coventry region, which is me at the moment. So the current update there is all meetings are currently going very well. And I've got nothing at the moment. Oh, sorry, there's a bit of noise going on. Sorry, it's a bit distracting. Hello, Richard. So I've got nothing extra to report other than meetings are going very well. And we have all been basically just working together in trying to get this pandemic kind of make it more fun, the general lockdown side of it anyway. And it sounds like that's being managed quite well by everybody, and especially getting the feedback from people from across the pond as such, saying that they would like to do more stuff online when normal life continues, which I think is a fantastic idea again. So yeah, just a very brief one from me, because obviously not much has happened this year. Just been I've been taking minutes of all the meetings so far this year, which, as I say, is available in Trello. So yeah, sorry, not very much to say, because there's not been much going on this year, unfortunately.
Yeah, but we have been making preparations for next year, so
Yes.
so that's very positive as well. Super, thank you, Hannah. So on now to Matthew Wadland for the Treasurer's Report.
Hello. Basically, this year's income has dropped, obviously due to pandemic.
Mhm.
We've got the accounts now actually on zero, so we can do a monthly statement for that one each month. For last year's income, total turnover was 3,629.97. That was for the period of 19th of Feb to the 31st of March. This year's will be from the 1st of April to the 31st of March 2021. Basically, so far we have £658.67 turnover, and on statement balance 1,546, and the balance in zero 1,348.48.
Okay.
We obviously last year's events we had tombolas, we had raffles, we also had like the Comic Cons we were doing. This year we've also had a AWS grant, which is Amazon Web Services, which has allowed us to run Minecraft. Insurance this year is £198. Last year's was £183.65. Also, we now have the garage on our. The garage is now transferred to Geek.Zone as well. And that's it from me.
Cool. Thank you.
Super. Yeah, thank you, Matt. Yeah, I mean, this year's been. We did have lots of fantastic plans for this year to be able to do from the finance perspective. We had lots of plans to do lots of fundraising events, like pop-up events around the city in Coventry, and obviously we haven't been able to do those. So it's good that we've got some reserves to keep us going at this time, and it's good that we've got relatively low costs to, although we still do have costs, of course. It's good that they are currently relatively low to allow us to bide our time until we're more able. So great, thank you, Matt, and thank you to all the Treasury.
Also, I forgot to mention John and Aaron have also been helping out with the Treasury accounts as well.
Yes, John and Aaron are two new members and have joined the Treasury to help build the accounts and help get Geek.Zone into the state that it needs to be. For as a registered charity, we need to provide formal accounts, and we need to do things by the book. So John and Aaron and Matt have all worked tremendously hard to be able to deliver that. So thank you to everyone in the Treasury. Thank you. Super. So Regent's report. Hannah.
So, kind of tails off into my secretary's report rather. All online events are going very well. Chair has been managing that very well, especially with your amount of techie know-how, which I lack. We've been having on a regular basis Friday pint night, once a month Wednesday movie night, every week Saturday evening movie night, which has been really successful. And we've been getting new people from all over the districts coming to that, as well as on a Friday pint night. There are also, as well, quite a few spontaneous events like the Minecraft games and stuff that you all do, and occasionally meeting up to play, what is it, Among Us now? So
yeah, we play an awful lot of Among Us during pint night.
Which is really, really good. And I feel that, yes, it's all online, but it's still working really smoothly, and we're still getting quite a lot of people coming to these events, which is really, really good. It's what we've always wanted, really, is to be consistent, and we've found this year, this year has been the most what's the word? It's been the best year for getting engagement back as well. So we've had a lot of member engagement this year in terms of volunteering and helping out, which helps us out because obviously pandemic has sort of brought us all closer together to try and work together. And we all want this common goal of Geek.Zone being an awesome place to be able to chill and to be able to be free of who we want to be. And I think that, who the guys and girls who are currently involved, I think they're doing a fantastic show at that and a fantastic effort. So thank you very much to everybody who's been involved. I can't name you all, unfortunately. I do apologise. That's my report. Very brief, but it's been a very brief sort of year again.
Super, thank you, Hannah. Just quickly, can I also mention it was actually Carwyn's idea to start building the membership management system. So thank you, Carwyn. Yeah, awesome tools. The next thing is penultimately, if I could hand over to the returning officer, James Scott.
Yep.
I will formally step down all of the trustees. So for the next 30 seconds, Geek.Zone has no trustees. And James Scott, if you could please announce the results of the Geek.Zone election. Thank you.
Sure. Can you hear me okay?
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
Okay, so 11 members cast ballots in the election this year. I'm pleased to say that Hannah Balla, James Geddes and Matthew Wadland were all re-elected as trustees. Well done, guys. James Geddes, you have been re-elected as chair. Hannah Balla, you have been re-elected as secretary and as Coventry Regent. And Matt Wadland, you have been re-elected as treasurer.
Lovely.
Great stuff. Thank you, James, and thank you to all the members.
Thank you.
We will do our best to do our duty, as they say. Yeah.
And God save the Queen.
Yes, all that sort of stuff. Yeah, we'll do our best to make 2021 make up for 2020 in terms of Geek.Zone's progress. So yeah, that's our task, isn't it, ladies and gents, or lady and gent?
Yeah.
Super. Thank you very much. Okay, well then, that almost concludes the AGM. The final thing on the agenda is any other business. So, does anyone have any other business to discuss?
Does that include just general questions?
It does, whatever you like.
I have a question for Matt, so the treasurer. Do we have any projections for if Geek.Zone was to continue as it is financially? How long would it take before it ran out of money, or what would be its sort of rolling balance, that sort of thing?
John is working on that one at the moment. We're still working on that.
Okay, cool, thank you. So I have a bit of a doomsday question, but it's always good to sort of think about finances pessimistically so that we can, plan and
Oh,
Yeah.
Fundraising, all that kind of
I'd
stuff.
fully agree. Hope for the best, expect the worst. That's what I would think. So yeah, it's a jolly good point, and so yeah, we will get that answer to you as soon as we can.
Can we publish it as well? So
Oh,
then
yeah.
it's out there.
Absolutely, yeah. We will put that on the website, and we'll send an email around to the members to say that
Cool.
it's been updated.
Cool. Thanks.
Fab. Does anyone else have any other questions? Any other business? Comments? Thoughts? Ideas? Anything? Speak now or forever hold your peace. Well, until next year, of course. Well, no, not until next year. You can always contact us, even if you don't want to mention it during the AGM. Do feel free to contact any one of us, or to email trustees@geek.zone, and we'll be on it, as they say. And if you have any ideas for new events, let us know. If you have any ideas for fundraising opportunities, ideas, ways that we can do that, let us know.
One of the things you were going to mention, James, was Pure Site, weren't you? Pure Site One.
Yes. Thank you, Matt. Matt is like the other half of my brain sometimes. I mean, my brain just lets me down all this time. So, yeah, so we have been able to set up access to Plural Site, which is an online learning platform where particularly technical skills are taught by experts. And so I've learnt an awful lot about Django, for example, for this online for this membership management system that we're building in the dev team. So if any member wants access to that, then please let me know. We are asking. We can't. We're not selling it. Obviously, it's available to members. But if the member would like to contribute towards that cost, then Geek.Zone would be tremendously grateful. It is about half the cost of getting it independently, as far as I'm aware. So that works out as well. Matt, there was another thing you suggested to me the other day, and that's completely left my mind as well.
Because we got the AWS thing, we could to do with websites and things like that.
That's the other point as well. Yes, quite right. Thank you, Matt. I should have written it down at the time. Yes, if any member wants to learn more about the technical side of things, and wants a very straightforward server, we can provide that for them on the free tier in AWS. There are some very small servers that are available to us for free, and that would let you have a starter website and a place to play around with whatever it is you wanted to play around with. So that's something we can help you with as well. And like I say, we do have some fantastic technical skills on the team as well. So I can certainly help guide people, and we have some other people such as Carwin, although I don't want to volunteer too much of Carwin's time, who can give some support and guidance as well. So yeah, we have been able to make progress this year. Not all of the progress we wanted to, but there are lots of opportunities for members. So just let us know if you have any ideas, or let us know if you want to use any of those that I've just mentioned, and we'll do what we can to support everyone, as we always do.
Which I was just wanting to add that I think in some respects, while lockdown's been very unfortunate, it's also been rather a blessing to this side of things, in the sense that we have been able to think on our feet and think about extra stuff that we could do. And all the time that we put into our physical events, because we're not able to do them, we're actually able to put all the effort into all our online stuff. So while I'm not been much use there because I'm not a techie sort of person, I do appreciate everybody who has been, as all the other trustees do as well. It's not just me saying this. Thank you to everybody who's been part of it. It's just been lovely. And also any other business from my side, I'd like to add that I'm organising a Christmas party online, of course, all socially distanced and appropriate and stuff. I'm looking to put together a poll, just a quick thing, just throwing it together about what people want. If you want to drop me a message on Discord or meet up, depending where you know me from, more than welcome, and just say what you'd like to do, or whether you just want to play a huge game of something, then that'll be awesome. And we'll obviously, because it's Christmas party, personally I'll be wearing my normal Christmas dress, so if we could all take pictures of a Christmas themed piece of clothing that we might have, and then share it on the website or on Instagram or hashtag Geek.Zone sort of thing. That would be awesome. Yeah.
Super duper. Thank you, Hannah. Just to very quickly agree with Hannah in that, yeah, the while I would quite have, we didn't want to have a pandemic to allow us the time to do these sorts of things, but to try and find the silver lining in all situations, yes, the pandemic has allowed us to certainly make lots of progress in lots of other areas. Like Hannah said, that we might not have been able to without that time to focus on it. So, yeah. Ideally, obviously, nobody wants a pandemic, but yeah, we're always trying to find silver linings in every situation. So, if there's no other business, I will say our final thank you for 2020. Thank you for everyone who's come, and for anyone who wasn't able to come but has taken the time to watch the AGM afterwards. Thank you to you as well. Obviously, you are Geek.Zone, and this is we do everything for every member. So it's tremendously important. So thank you very much, and let's eat cake. So. Hannah, can you note the end time of the AGM? The AGM was concluded at 7:44 p.m.
Yep. I'll do it in 24 hours digital time.
1944, indeed. Yes. ISO 8601 compatible. Super.